From the booth alongside Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott, and we're just about set to get this one started. And away we go at Allegiant Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. And bringing them out, one of the NFL's best stories as of late, a former third overall pick, Brock, who has revitalized his NFL career, Sam Darnold.
And if he replicated his game from last week, Kate, they'd win 9 times.
Darnold hit, and he fumbles it. And this is going to be Raiders football. Well, this one's certainly off to an exciting start, partner. Hopefully this is the type of energy we're going to see the whole way today.
Defensive coaches, Kate, love to say, steal a possession, find a way to steal a possession. Well, they stole it on the very first play, and now put their offense in the driver's seat.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. They're going to throw now, following the turnover. Cut near the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So a nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Has this at the 6. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Denver offense taking the field for their second drive. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. The throw finds Evan Ingram. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
That's good for Broncos. First down.
They'll run it for the first time with Jaylen Warren. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. The big play, and that's him 17 yards. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, Darnold. And down he goes. Raiders got him. And that sack draws him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this 2nd down.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Got a man, it's Marvin Mims. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped.
Complete to Marvin Mims. A gain of 12 yards. It's now 3rd down and 4.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Shotgun handoff to Warren. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Incredible kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and get it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Raiders and quarterback Jalen Milroe readying for their next drive. And as it stands, he's in a spot to finish the regular season as the leader among quarterbacks in rushing touchdowns.
Ready.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Here's Milroe, 1st and 10. Here's his cut. That's Bowers working downfield. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42.
16 yards.
It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Big shot to begin the drive has them up beyond the 40. Milroe with it on 1st. This one finds Thornton. This goes across midfield and into Broncos territory. We'll need the smallest little bit of yardage here. It is 2nd and inches.
It's 2nd and inches.
The first carry here for Ashton Jeanty. Keeps himself upright. And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders get 6 more on their early advantage. Well, this is the continuation of one of the greatest scoring seasons in recent memory, Brock. For the first time since 2006, we've got a running back who's reached 20 touchdowns in a single season. Carlson now to add one more. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders drive their lead to 11.
Raiders 14, Broncos 3.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Fields this one at the 3. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Broncos offense all set to go. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Pistol snap, Darnold. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Hey, I understand that call. We try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Throwing here, Darnold. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Caught by Warren out of the backfield. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. On to punt on 4th down, it's Bradley Pinion. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Raiders and running back Ashton Jeanty headed back out there. And among his touchdowns out of the backfield this season, this one is notable. On that last drive, he hit a benchmark that he's been pushing for. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Go play action here. It's Milroe. Got the big yards on the right side. And he is down to the 30-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw. When you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Off the play fake, Milroe. Blitz is there, and he goes down. that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
A loss of 10 yards.
Defense's first sack of the game, Cade. We can now see some of the negatives, the trade-offs of his great running ability. When he tries to create, well, he can find himself going backwards, and in this case, a really big loss.
Let's see what they went with on third down. Here he goes, third and long. And the defender's there to knock this away, and that effort means it's fourth down. Daniel Carlson out to try this Raiders field goal. He'll try to connect on a 50-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that extends their lead to 14.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that cookie through.
Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So here comes the Bronco offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. Breaks the tackle. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, second down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play, but whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
On second down, Warren. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for Broncos first down.
And the Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
It's a design boot. Left side into the hands of Warren. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. After a good pickup, they've got second and 4.
At the 45-yard line.
They'll work against the blitz. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it third down.
And it's third down. Third and 11.
It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. 17-3 is our score. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They'll need something big here to start out. It's third and long. Donald hit, and he fumbles it. And the Raiders get to it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You know, Kate, we talk about these wide receivers all the time and their incredible body control, but I'll say this, these pass rushers in this day and age, the body control they have to get home on these sacks, but more importantly, to create these strip sacks is so hard to do, and that is a master's class in how to take the ball away. Well done.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's second and 14.
43-yard line.
Now it's Milroe. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one doesn't go far.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into its zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? Third and long for him here. That's complete. Here's Thornton. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
Raiders first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Straight ahead with Genty. He picks him up about 4 yards there. Second down coming up.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football and defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. And he's going to work ahead for a couple here. It's third down now.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Third and short, it's Milroe. Catch is made in close. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders grow their lead off the turnover. Carlson to tack on the extra point. And he shaped that one to the right. It is no good. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Broncos and Jaylen Warren headed back out there offensively. And I'm sure they all got a stern lecture on ball security between possessions after they fumbled it away on their last series. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Warren. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. We've set it down from 37.
That's good for Broncos.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Short pass brought in. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Darnold. He's got the first down grab and still going. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
A gain of 30. First down.
Here's Darnold to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
It's 2nd down and 10.
And again, it's Darnold. And he's got it. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. That one split. the uprights. And the Broncos drop the lead back to 13.
Broncos 10.
Now to kick it away, here's Pinion. Here's a return from the 7. You're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. The Raiders to the receiver Dante Thornton Jr. out and ready for their next series. And unless the coverage adjusts to slow him down, Brock, he's going to be busy and a productive target for them throughout the rest of this contest. First down now, ball at the 33. To the air, Milroe. Going left side, Bowers has it. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Here's Chubb on second down. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
He has the first over the middle. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Well, Brock, even if they decide to start spreading love as the game goes on, I think they've found out who one of their primary targets is going to be.
And by starting so strong, Kate, you know what's going to happen. He's going to benefit all of his fellow receivers. This defense is going to have to dictate coverage, take him away, and it's going to open up the rest of his crew.
This ball's cut by Bowers. He's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. Bringing the offense up to the line, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Throwing here, Milroe. He gets this to Michael Mayer. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. So that's going to take us, Brock, to our 2-minute warning of this first half. The Raiders with the lead at home here at Allegiant. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone on first. And he scores. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Broncos and Jaylen Warren headed back out there offensively. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. But the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
Working quickly here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second
and the gun. Here's Donald. Raiders closing in, and down he goes. Offense up to the line fast.
A loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Donald on 3rd down. Caught, nice gain left side. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Prior to first down, they decide to call a timeout.
That's good for Broncos. First down.
From the gun, Darnold. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Oh, he loses it on the return. They could get this back. And they recover. So after a very chaotic play and a couple of turnovers, they're set up somehow with a first down. Okay, Brock, this is a weird one. All the turnovers that offenses wish that they could get back, and yet here they're choosing to let this one stand. They've declined the penalty.
I don't know what they're doing.
No.
Are you trying to punish your own team? Are you just not furious at the player for that turnover? Yeah, this one is dumbfounding.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
Darnold looking to throw.
18-yard line.
And down he goes. Raiders got him. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. 3rd down, line to gain 9 yards out. Throw here, 3rd down. That one nabbed by Warren. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped.
Gain of 15 yards. That's another Broncos first.
Working inside the red zone. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
Each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
2nd and 10. Darnold. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Third down from the gun. Right side, this is wheeled in by Warren. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. So close to the end zone, but with time winding down, they're going to try for the field goal. A very short kick here from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And the deficit goes from 20 to 17.
Kate, if you're not going to pay a methodical drive off with a touchdown, that's the second best thing you can do. You can take all the time down, put points on the board, maybe a little momentum in heading into halftime.
Fielded just shy of the end zone. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So a one-sided contest as we reach the break here. Let's head over to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Here we go, the final weekend of the regular season, Week 18. Sort it out Sunday. Let's get to sorting. Our journey through the NFL starts now, and it begins at Arrowhead.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Raiders and running back Ashton Jeanty headed back out there. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. Go play action here. It's Milroe. He's going deep this time. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Intended target Dante Thornton Jr. And it sets up 2nd down.
10 at the 22-yard line.
Throwing now. Milroe. Hits him on the out route. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a Vegas first down.
That's good for a Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Off the play fake, Milroe. This is caught. That's Bowers working downfield. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders grow the lead coming out of halftime. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen will be proud of. A big strike to the tight end, and I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
That one right down the middle. And the Raiders make it a 24-point ball game. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Returning it from the 4. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Denver ready for another offensive possession. And the turnovers have not helped as they find this game out of reach at the moment here in the third. Going on first. Here's Darnold. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Dumped off to his running back. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
That's caught for the first. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield. This is Genty on second. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. It's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
Fresh set of downs now from the 39. Going to the ground again on first. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage. Offense to the line for second down.
Second and 11 at the 38-yard line.
Let's go now. Ready?
Another give here to Genty. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop him, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
Go!
Counter give to Genty. On the move, past the 40. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I think it's so easy for us up here in the booth or sitting on your couch watching at home wondering, why? How do those guys fall for that misdirection? But on the field, that play happens so fast and the execution so high for that offense to get a big-time run.
Chubb here on first down. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
We're going to get a timeout here. Play clock was down to 4 seconds. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10.
Let's go!
Shotgun now for Milroe. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Milroe throwing on third down. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up. Daniel Carlson out to try this Raiders field goal. It's 45 yards he'll try to connect from. Carlson's kick is good. And that grows the lead to 27.
Ready?
Motion.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Completed over the middle. They are on it short of that first down. They responded quickly to that throw. That brings up fourth down. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time. He could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
The lead looks safe, but the pedals staying down. They're going for this. Milroe to throw on fourth. He's going to score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders put up even more points in a win. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they paid the price over and over and over again.
Carlson now to add one more. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Raiders grow their lead yet again.
Raiders 47, Broncos 20.
this in the win column for the Raiders. Well, we talked about it throughout this contest, Brock. They were already into the playoffs when this one kicked off.